Hello students, teachers, random viewers, and people who happen to stumble upon my channel from the animal side of YouTube. Today I will be giving you a brief and rough overlook of the endangered and often misunderstood African wild dog, also known as the tricolored dog or painted dog, as I'd prefer to call them. Now, let's get started. Now, as the name of the African wild dog, or as I will be calling it during this video essay, the painted dog would imply, it is in fact part of the canine genus, meaning that it is closely related to the dogs you have at home, say it be a pug or a German shepherd, a Labrador, what have you. As the word canine is derived from the Latin word canis, exactly meaning dog or dog-like. Now, something I thought I should mention is how the African wild dog, or painted dog, partakes in monogamous mating, meaning, well, very similar to Western marriage. They take one mate and stay at a time, and as I'd presume, stay with them unless something were to happen to their mates, such as death. Not important, but just thought I should mention. Now, whilst on the subject of mating, female painted dogs can have litters from 2 to 20 pups each time, as well as the fact that pups are cared for by the pack, with training, learning to hunt, as well as feeding, being cared for, I'd say very similarly to a pack of wolves. Now, something that may sadly surprise you is how the African wild dog partakes in social interactions as an everyday common occurrence, such as communication through vocalizations, actions, and touch. Now, this may seem normal to our society, but when you look at the African wild dog, you don't immediately think, oh, this thing is social, this thing is going to talk to me, kind of as you would see a house pet. You would assume they're more like a feral cat, just staying alone, not really wanting to have any social interaction except maybe with their pups. Which, if you look at them with a new point of view, you could definitely see them with a social point of view. As well as the pack caring for the pups as priority, they also take care of their sick and weak, not following the mantra often seen in the wild for Darwinism that if you're weak and you can't fight, you don't survive. Following these social interactions I mentioned earlier, it's not hard to believe that they would take care of their young, sick, and weak, which I'm glad turned out to be the truth. Now, packs of the painted dogs usually have about 6 to 20 members in them, which doesn't seem bad until you realize that they've been steadily decreasing in size every single year. I wonder why, humanity? And with a decreasing population of 1,409, those packs aren't going to be getting any bigger. I'm sorry, I know there's other animals that are in much more in danger, but these guys aren't going to last much longer soon. They keep getting hunted down because of misconceptions. Anyway, let's continue with this video essay, shall we? Now, one low score in the painted dogs category is their lifespan of 11 years. 11 years with often no medical treatment, no nothing. Meanwhile, our domesticated dogs live that long, but they also have to go to the vet a lot more often than these guys. So, I'd say that's a pretty good score. Painted dogs, on average, weigh from between 40 to 70 pounds, 18 to 32 kilograms, with a height of 30 inches, or 76 centimeters, and have a length, on average, from between 30 and 56 inches, or 76 to 142 centimeters. And as you may have guessed, the painted dog is carnivorous in nature, eating only meats from large larger prey such as wildebeest, as well as eating smaller prey like mice and birds to hold them over when prey gets scarce from larger side. And something you definitely would have noticed from either seeing pictures or just from my drawing interpretation of the painted dog is that they have large ears, which I speculate would help them as they live in the plains and even the woodlands in sub-Saharan Africa. But what I really want to tell you here is that these creatures don't deserve to be hunted down like they are. They're being hunted by farmers because of their unwarranted fears of them eating their livestock, which I admit they have, though not much more than any other wild animal, as well as something as minuscule as their name, African wild dog. You just hear that and think it's dangerous. Now, why am I going on a tangent for these creatures? Well, they don't deserve the hate. They're honestly beautiful creatures and need more love than they get, and I want to be able to help them, as well as many other animals. So, in the description of this video, I put a link to the World Wildlife Foundation website where you could check out other endangered animals, as well as donate if you have the opportunity. I don't know how many people this video will get out to, but even if it helps save just a few animals, I'll say this would have been worth it.